Dear students, I'm checking the total new positive COVID cases on 24th January, that is 2,55,874. And I can check on 22, 23, 22, 21, 80 like that. So when I remove this cursor through this picture, the graph, I can get the details of the COVID cases for past couple of years. And by analyzing the figure, I can say that here COVID on the 17th September 2020, COVID cases was little bit high. After that, the cases was decreased to 37,000 like that. Then again on this 8th May 2021, the COVID cases was again come to the peak level, maximum value, highest value, that is 4 lakh something. Again after that it was reduced and slowly it again comes to the maximum value. Now it is reached to lakh 55,000. So from this graph we can say that in these three region timing the COVID cases was high. Because of that we are calling this as first wave, second wave and third wave of the corona or COVID-19. Now we are in the time of a third wave of COVID-19. Because of that, we are proceeding with the online class. Now I just done some analysis on the COVID-19 cases, which actually contributed data from the different part of the India, and for not only for single day, for whole the years. Similarly, the next year also, total cases are actually 3.98 crore and death is 4.9 lakhs. That also given in the state-wise cases and deaths in this table. Similarly, here you can see the test. This black line represent the number of tests done and the corresponding red line represent the total positive test on that particular test. That means TPR, test positivity, right? You may already have seen. So positive percentage is 9.8 percentage, 3.7% percentage is also given, which means out of the total test is done, how many of got positive. Similarly, next one is vaccination. Next, this graph is representing vaccination. You can see that at least one dose is done, that is represented by the top line. Secondly, fully vaccinated, that is next line, and booster given, that is 0. Booster means that is the highly dark region. So here booster dose is given 0.03 percentage clear. Okay, fully vaccinated 47 percentage, at least one dose is 66 percentage. So it is increasing because every day new people are getting vaccinated. So the percentage of the vaccination is getting increasing day by day. So my question is that how is it possible to get or conclude all the information from the 28 state and 7 union territories of India to display in a small graph? And from this graph, it is easy to analyze the data in the form of how much percentage people are done first dose or fully vaccinated like that. So this all are possible because of the handling of the data in a scientific way. So this is what we are going to discuss in the chapter number 3, data handling. In this chapter, we have 5 topics: collection of data, organization, representative values, graph, and chances and probability. Out of this 5, in this video I am going to discuss the first 3 topics, and for the topic number 3 I have to discuss only the 2 subtopics, range and median. Other subtopics I will discuss in the next video. Data handling means the collecting the set of data and presenting in a different form. Presenting in a different form means it can be the form of a graphs or representative values like mean, mode, median, etc. And here the data means the collection of numerical values, figures that represent a particular kind of information. For example, in the case of COVID-19 analysis, I told you that the number of the cases detected, number of people who tested, number of people who vaccinated in a particular day. These all are become the data for the information regarding the COVID cases. Clear? So it's just a number which represent or which gives some information. That is what we are calling it as data. So let's start with the collection of data first. Before collecting the data, we need to know what we would use it for. That means what kind of information we need to collect, that only decided by the purpose of that data handling. So depends upon the purpose of the data handling, we have to choose appropriate data. For example, what kind of data would you need in the below situation? Situation number one, performance of your class in mathematics. Suppose we are going to analyze the performance of a particular class in the subject mathematics. So what kind of information we have to collect it? Nothing but the marks obtained by the students in the mathematics. Marks scored by the students in mathematics. That is the information or that type of data we have to collect for this particular analysis. One more example we can take. Performance of India in football and or in cricket. So suppose we are going to compare the football or cricket performance of the India in the past few years, or suppose in this present year, then which are the information we need to collect? Number of matches played, lost, won, etc. Those information we have to collect it. Clear? So depends upon the purpose of the handling of the data, we have to collect appropriate data, that we have to keep in mind. Secondly, once we collect this data, we need to organize this data, because this data is not in the understandable way. So that we are going to see how can we organize the data. The data that is collected need to be organized in a proper table so that it is become easy to understand and interpret. And when you collecting the organizing the data, one more term we have to understand, that is frequency. That is a number of times that a data value occurs. For example, when you collect the marks scored by the students in mathematics, suppose 3 students secured 65 marks. That 65 is the observation value, data value. And how many students secured 65 marks? 3 students. So that 3 is a frequency of 65, which means 65 is repeating thrice. Clear? It is a number of times a data value occurs. That is meaning of frequency. Let's take an example from exercise to understand this. Question number 2, exercise 3.1, question number 2. Organize the following marks in a class assessment in a tabular form. These are the marks secured by 20 students. Clear? So first let's arrange in a tabular form or organize in a tabular form. For that, draw a table with 3 columns and just arrange in the increasing order, ascending order from 1 to 9. Right? Here lowest value, see marks are smallest value is 1, the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So just arrange in a ascending order. Okay. Then count how many students secured 1 marks. We can only see that only one student's tally mark is 1 and the corresponding frequency is 1, which means one student secured 1 mark. Now just look at for 2. How many students secured 2? The 2 students secured 2 marks, so the tally mark is 2, 1, 1. Just to put 2 line, vertical line. So the frequency we can write a number that is 2. Similarly, next, how many students secured 3 marks? Just count it, only again 1 student. So tally mark is 1, frequency will be 1. Next, 4. How many students secured 4 marks? 3 students secured 4 marks. So the tally mark is 3. The frequency is, we are writing the number that is 3. Next, 5. How many students secured 5 marks? 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5. 5 students secured 5 marks. So tally mark is 5. After writing the 4 lines vertically, when it comes 5, we have to cross it that way. That is the way how we represent 5 in a tally marks. Clear? So the frequency will write a number that is 5. Next, how many students secured 6 marks? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 students. So tally mark is 4 and corresponding number is 4. Next, how many students secured 7 marks? 1 and 2. This 8. So 7 is rounded by yellow circles. So 2 students, am I right? So tally mark is 2 and number is 2. That means frequency is 2. Similarly, how many students secure 8? Only 1 student. Circle by gray circle. not circle, actually round. And one tally mark is 1, so corresponding frequency also. Similarly, next only one number is left, that is nothing but 9. So tally mark is 1, one student secured 9 marks. So here we represented that is in a tabular form. See here, by looking to these numbers you won't be get any information, but by looking to these numbers you will get lot of information, right? Lowest mark is 1, highest mark is 9, how many students secure 5 marks, 5 students, all right, that is a frequency. So many information you can get easily, and you can understand and you can interpret easily if it is given in a tabular form, not like just simply written the marks. This is the purpose of organizing the data. Now there are some questions given here. Question number 1, which number is the highest? So the solution, which number is the highest? Highest value is 9. I'm right, highest. And which number is the lowest? Lowest value is 1, because no student secured mark less than 1. So lowest value is 1. So this is the way how we organize the data. Now from this organization we can get some representative values, or without organizing also we can find the representative values that we are going to see. First one is range. How to find the range of the data? But first we need to define what is a range. Range is nothing but highest value minus lowest value. If you get a data, just to find the highest value and lowest value, what we have done in the previous example, then just to subtract the lowest from highest, we will get the range of the data. Same question I am taking here. Organize work tabular form. Option number 3. Sub question 3. So first and second sub question we have done in the example 1. Here in the example 2, I am going to do the sub question 3. What is the range of the data? So range of the data can be calculated by the equation highest value minus lowest value. So range of the mark is equal to 9 minus 1. Why? Because 9 is the highest value, which we already explained in the previous question, minus the lowest value is 1. That also we already got it. So highest value minus lowest value, 9 minus 1, which is equal to 8. So 8 marks, that is the range of the value. The next second representative value we are going to discuss, that is arithmetic mean. The arithmetic mean, which means average, or arithmetic mean, short form we will write it as AM, capital A and capital M. Or simply mean, sometimes we will write only mean, is defined as the follows. How to find the mean? Sum of all the observation divided by number of observation. This is the mathematical formula we can use to find the mean. Suppose to analyze the performance of your class in mathematics, it is not convenient to ask the marks of every student, am I right? So instead of that, if we find the average marks, then that will be representing the overall performance of your class. Clear? So that average is like mathematically we will define it as arithmetic mean. This is the equation, mean is equal to sum of all observation divided by number of observation. Let's take the same question with the fourth sub question. Same question is same in example 3, but we have taken 2 and 1. Here the fourth sub question is find the arithmetic mean. In case of finding the arithmetic mean, these are the values, right? Observations. So arithmetic mean is equal to just add all the observation, which means just add all the marks, right? 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus, because 4 is 3 times, right? So just to add all these numbers, actually I added all these numbers in the ascending order. Divided by how many numbers are there? 20 numbers is there, right? Number of observation means number of values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So sum of all the values divided by number of values. That is the meaning of observation. That is equal to 100. When you add these numbers, you can add by yourself. Okay, I'm not going to do that calculation. When you add all these numbers, you will get the sum as 100. Denominator is same, nothing we are doing. 100 divided by 20 is equal to 5. So 5 marks, that is the average mark. Suppose if the exam is conducted in out of 10 marks, then 5 mark is okay, just 50 percentage. So this is the purpose of the finding arithmetic mean of a particular data, which tells the overall performance, and it is also called a central tendency value. So that's all about the first part of this data handling. The rest of the topics I will discuss in the next day. Okay. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.